Americas and Caribbean. And we begin with Bahamas. Okay, you're going to have 2 minutes to answer a question which I'm about to pose. And if it goes beyond that, we'll say time. And then you have maximum 15 seconds to wrap up. Okay, here we go. The question for Americas and Caribbean. If you had the attention of every young person in the Americas and Caribbean for just 1 minute, what is the message you believe they most need to hear today?
I come from a country of less than 400,000 people, where young people in particular are told every single day that they cannot amount to much, and thus they should not dream to try to experience anything more than they have. I know what it's like to be told that you are not enough, that you are not capable of being enough, and I want you under the sound of my voice, whether you come from a very small island developing state, or you happen to come from anywhere in the Americas, to understand that you are more than enough. You are capable and you are powerful beyond your own mind and your own measures. As a journalist, every single day I go out there to hear your stories, to be able to exemplify it on the world stage for the whole nation to be able to see. And as a diplomat, I ensure that I can walk into all of the necessary rooms to create the change that it is that you want to see. And while I would love to be able to carry this burden by myself so you did not have to, I want to encourage you and to applaud you to be able to also stand tall in your voice and to continue to speak your mind. Because the only way that you are going to continue to be seen and to be heard and to be noticed is by continuing to let your voice to be heard. You are not small, you are not insignificant, you are very much capable of creating and achieving whatever it is that you desire to do. You just have to continue to believe and continue to push. And I think me standing on this Miss World stage right here to represent you represents that. Come on.
Thank you very much, Bahamas. Our second candidate is Bolivia. There we are, Bolivia. Congratulations. Here we go. You're going to have 2 minutes to answer the question. If we say time, you have 15 seconds to wrap up. Your question is, if you had the attention of every young person in the Americas and Caribbean for 1 minute, what is the message you believe they most need to hear today?
Good morning again, Mrs. Morley, distinguished judges, dear ladies, and to everyone watching. Thank you. I think I would give them the life lesson I've learned through my family. I was raised by my grandmother and my mother, two fighting women. My grandmother became an orphan due to war, but through hard work and education, she was able to uplift herself, uplift her family, and teach that to my mom. My mom lost her husband, my dad, when I was very young, but I saw how she worked very hard to become a lawyer and to give me a wonderful and happy life. So throughout that journey, I've learned that we do not need someone to save us. We can save ourselves through hard work and education. And when I say education, I want to be clear that I don't necessarily mean a university degree, but I mean getting the right skills and knowledge to achieve economic independence and defend yourself in the world. I would also tell them that our value, it doesn't lie on the superficial looks, because at some point they stop being relevant. It also doesn't lie on economic resources that we might or what might not have, because those come and go. And it also doesn't rely on our degrees that sometimes we've very hardly earned. Our value relies on the knowledge we have. That is the only thing that no one can take away from us. And what we decide to do with it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Bolivia. If you could stay with us, though. There we are. Now, please welcome our third candidate, Martinique. So, Martinique, you have 2 minutes maximum to answer, although we have a 15-second runoff. If we give you the warning, you have to wrap up.
Thank you.
If you had the attention of every young person in the Americas and Caribbean for 1 minute, what is the message you believe they most need to hear today?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Bon après-midi, bonsoir. I want to thank you because the question is, if I had 1 minute to speak to all the people, young people of America and Caribbean, what's the message I want to share with them? The fact is that today, thanks to you, I have 1 minute to share my message with them. You know, nowadays, it's hard to believe, it's hard to have hope in a world where every day we wake up, we saw people suffering, we can see war everywhere. 2 days ago, I had the opportunity to share with you my story, to tell you that your differences should never define your future. Today, I want to tell you about my student story. I told you that I earned a master's degree, but you know, if I hadn't believed in myself, I never had the opportunity to have this master's degree. Because I come from a family who have not a lot of money. And when the time has come to start this master in my business school, they told me that my mom don't have enough money to assure my loan, student loan. And I was like, money should never define your future. Money should never define your dreams. So I was looking for a solution. And the same business school who has told me that I can't assure my student loan. And today, I have my master's degree. I want to share with all of you, with the young people of America and Caribbean, but with the young people of all the world, that you can, if you have a dream, just believe in it. There is always a solution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Martinique. The next candidate is Trinidad and Tobago. So we have 2 minutes to deliver the answer. With 15 seconds from when we say time, you have to wrap up, okay? And we will go back to your question, which will be the same as the others. If you had the attention of every young person in the Americas and Caribbean for 1 minute, what is the message you believe they most need to hear today?
I'm simply going to tell you my truth. I stand before you here as a young woman who struggled with self-esteem and confidence. I often questioned if I was smart enough, if I was worthy enough, if I was able to think critically. I was scared to share my opinions and my thoughts on matters because we live in an era where everyone is your harshest critic and you can't make mistakes without judgment or without grace. But I'm reminded of a speech once given. It's not that you can't, it's not that you're not capable, it's not that you're not smart enough. It's simply you haven't found your way to success yet. Everyone has their own unique way of navigating life. In today's age, we stand before a mountain high, filled with challenges and obstacles. But I say to you, with time, with grace, and with love, you can do it. You can overcome those obstacles. You just need to believe, have faith in God, trust yourself. You are worth it. You are capable, and you will be successful in this life. I promise you. And that is the message I share in all my support group sessions through my Beauty with a Purpose. Because I believe in love, kindness, empathy. If my grandmother was here, she would be so unbelievably proud that I'm able to overcome my stage fright and speak to you all here today. So please, treat yourself with kindness and compassion and know you can do this. You can win. You can succeed. Just operate with love and faith. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Trinidad and Tobago. And finally, in this group, United States. You have 2 minutes to answer your question, and with a 15-second runoff from when we say time. And your question is, if you had the attention of every young person in the Americas and Caribbean for 1 minute, what is the message you believe they most need to hear today?
If I had the opportunity to talk to anyone from the Americas and the Caribbean, or really anyone in the world, I would talk about labels. I think we are constantly put into boxes. The nerd, the jock, the dumb blonde, or for me, the bald girl. And I realized when you fall into those labels, you're limiting yourself of all of the wonderful capabilities and multifacetedness that you have. For me, when I wear a wig, I'm labeled as not having alopecia enough. Or when I don't wear a wig, I'm labeled as not pretty enough to be a beauty queen. And I fell into those labels for far too long. But through being here, I've had the opportunity to listen to 110 different stories, and none of them fell into a label. We are survivors. We are doctors, we're politicians, we are people who pick ourselves up after a tragic loss. And I am proud to say that each of us have defied every single label that is placed upon us. So if I had the opportunity to talk to them, I would tell them that you are more than what people say you are. And as I'm standing here right now, I realize you may be labeling me the girl with flowers on her head. And that is actually one of the few labels that I would be okay with. Because for me, that label is one of hope. When you look at a flower, let's take an orchid. Its petals may fall, and some people throw it into the trash, but others continue to water that orchid. They continue to invest in it. And eventually, the water will go up from its roots all the way up to where its petals used to live, and it'll re-bloom. And that's what I want my life to be a living testament of, that you are more than any label that someone places upon you.
Thank you very much. United States. Wow. There has been 5 phenomenal presentations. Weren't they good, those presentations, ladies? Wow. I certainly would not want to be one of the judges for this. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the result. The winner of America's Caribbean Head-to-Head Challenge, qualifying for the top 40 of Miss World, is Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago, you are in the top 40 of Miss World. Wow. Would you like to say a few words to your sisters and maybe the judges and everyone watching at home?
I think we can see it on my face how shocked I am by this, but I'm so unbelievably grateful. Ladies, I must say you did an absolutely phenomenal job, and I'm so proud to be standing here on the stage next to you all. Thank you so much for all your support. Judges, thank you so much for this honor. I am so grateful. Ladies, I will continue to love you and appreciate you. Thank you.
There we are. Trinidad and Tobago is a head-to-head challenge winner for the Americas and Caribbean. And congratulations to the other ladies. A fantastic set of presentations.